Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much for giving me a good time to answer the question from intensive listening. Okay, for the short time, let me to introduce my group name, my group self. I'm Asriani and I have a partner. My partner is Rahmadani. Okay, let me to explain from the question transport listening. Okay, the first one is language development, talking about achievement. Number 1, look at the abstract below, then match the words in bold to the definition A until G. The bold is control, complete, attitude, concrete, positive, challenge, get over, method, goal, and relax. A way of thinking about something is attitude. B. Direct your attention to something is concrete. C. A particular way of doing something is method. D. Have a power over something is challenge. E. Something that needs a lot of effort to do successfully is control. If an aim or purpose is goal. G. Become calm and happy is relax. H. Get better off after something has made you unhappy is get over. E. Finish something successfully is complete. And the last is full of hope and confidence is positive. Number 2. Work with a partner. Discuss the question below. Number 1. What goals do you have for your future? From this question, we think our goal in the future is to finish college and become a teacher. Number 2, think of something you successfully achieved or complete in your life. How did you do it? Something we managed to achieve was to successfully enter the lecture period. Number 3, think of a challenge that you had to face. How did you stay positive? The challenge we face is the registration period. For me, my challenge is the SNMPTN stage, while my partner is SBMPTN. This is the most difficult time, but we remain positive to face this time, but always praying and hoping and believing that we can qualify. Next, comparing things. Number 3. Listen to the sentence below. Underline the syllable which has the most stress in each phrase in bold. Okay, we can hear the voice.
4.5. 1. On the course, I learnt a lot more than I expected. 4.5. 1. On the course, I learnt a lot more than I expected.
So the most stress is load. On the course, I'm learn a lot more than expected.
4.5. 1. On the course, I learnt a lot more than I expected.
On the course, I learned a lot more than I expected. A lot is so the most stress in each press in board. Next.
2. We can see that by far the safest form of transport is air transport, and the most dangerous is using a motorbike.
We think the most stress is far and dangerous. We can see that by far the safe from a transport. We can see that by far the safe form of transport. You can see here again.
We can see that by far the safest form of transport is
by far the safe from most transport
is air transport, and the most dangerous is using a motorbike.
And we think the most in danger are standby. We choose the dangers. And the most danger is using a motorbike. Okay, next.
3. In contrast, driving a car is considerably more dangerous.
In contrast, driving a car is considerably more dangerous. We think considerably is the most stress.
Driving a car is considerably more dangerous.
Okay, next.
4. For me, flying is much more comfortable than traveling by train.
Comfortable. We think this is comfortable. And we can hear again.
4. For me, flying is much more comfortable than traveling by train.
Okay, I think it is clear. We think comfortable is the most stress. Okay, next.
5. Flying is definitely more expensive than driving. 5. Flying is definitely more expensive than driving.
Okay, it's clear. It's very clear because definite is the most stress. Okay, next. Number 4. Answer the question below. Number 1. Which of the sentence in exercise 3 use the comparative form? We think number 1, 3, 4, and 5. Because number that I mentioned is have a more and then. And okay, number 2. Which sentence use superlative forms? We think only number 2 because number 2 is safest. She used AST, and then dangers, and the most danger. The most is superlative. Okay, number 3. Underline the words or phrase used to emphasize the comparative. Number 1. On the course, I learned a lot more than I expect. Number 3. In contrast, driving a car is considerably more dangerous. More. Number 4. For me, flying is much more comfortable than traveling by train. More comfortable than. Number 5. Flying is definitely more expensive than driving. More than. Number 4. What is the meaning of this word or phrase? More is lebih, and then is daripada. And then the most itu paling. Okay, number 5. Complete the sentence below with the correct form of the adjective in brackets. Number 1. Traveling by train is better. Traveling by train is blah 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 than driving good. We have the good and good. We choose the better. Why we choose the better? Because okay. Untuk memahami ini kita perlu mengetahui dulu kalimat yang pertama itu kenapa ini kalimat termasuk komparatif atau superlatif. Nah, kami memilih itu komparatif. Kenapa komparatif ini? Karena dia itu menurut kami itu dia menggunakan kata dan. Dari rumus yang tersedia ini saya cari ini ada subjek tambah to be tambah adjective plus er plus then plus subjek, kemudian pola kedua itu ada subjek plus verb plus adverb plus er plus then plus subjek plus verb, kemudian ada pola ketiga itu subjek plus to be plus more plus adjective plus then plus subjek kedua. Kemudian subjek pertama plus verb plus more plus adverb plus then plus subjek kedua. plus verb. Oke, kenapa kami memilih ini? Kenapa termasuk komparatif? Karena saya lihat di rumus, kami lihat di rumus superlatif ini tidak terdapat kata den. Subjek ini rumusnya subjek plus to be plus adjective plus is plus object. Kemudian pola keduanya subjek plus verb plus the adverb plus is plus object. Kemudian pola ketiganya itu ada subjek plus to be plus the most plus adjective plus object. Pola terakhirnya itu ada subjek plus verb plus most plus adverb and plus object. Jadi ini tidak menggunakan then, sedangkan di kalimat pertamanya itu ada kata then. Nah, menurut saya ini merupakan kalimat superlatif. Kemudian yang dipermasalahkan, ini termasuk kalimat komparatif. Nah, yang dipermasalahkan sekarang ini adalah good-nya. Kenapa bukan gooder? Kenapa pakai better? Kenapa bukan gooder? Kan ini termasuk komparatif, jadi seharusnya pakai gooder, harusnya ditambah er. Nah, ternyata ada pengecualian. Expect the word good change to better instead of gooder. Bad becomes worse instead of better, and for becomes further or further. Jadi ini harus menggunakan better. Kalau kalimatnya ini ada superlatif, maka itu menggunakan best. Kalau kalimatnya komparatif, maka itu menggunakan better, bukan gooder, bukan goodest, bukan. Ini ada pengecualiannya, ada 3. Ada 3 pengecualian, itu ada good, ada bad, and ada far. Okay, number 2. In a big city, riding a bicycle is faster, is blah 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 than driving a car. Fast. We choose the faster is the answer because di kalimatnya itu ada kata then, dan kami pikir itu kalau ada kata then-nya itu berarti dia masuk komparatif. Ini pemikiran kami tidak tahu apakah ini benar atau tidak. Okay, number 3. Driving your own car is the most comfortable way to travel. Nah, kenapa kami memilih most comfortable? Nah, kenapa kami memilih most? Karena di sini di kalimatnya tidak menggunakan, tidak ada kata then, jadi kami memilih most. Menurut kami yang paling tepat itu adalah most, bukan more. Nah, kenapa tidak ditambahkan es? Karena bukan comfortable. Nah, sesuai yang kami cari di Google, kalau sukunya lebih dari 2 suku itu, suku kata, maka tidak ditambahkan es. Kalau satu suku kata, contohnya best. Contohnya best, itu kan satu kali ucap best. Satu suku kata. Misalnya good kan? Misalnya kata good. Satu suku kata itu good, langsung satu kali sebut good. Nah, itu berarti satu suku kata. Jadi itu menggunakan, kan good kan ada tadi pengecualiannya, jadi menggunakan best kalau kalimatnya itu superlatif. Nah, kalau comfortable, menurut kami itu ada 4 suku kata, jadi itu tidak boleh menggunakan ditambahkan es, cuma ditambahkan most saja di belakangnya. Itu menurut kami. Okay, number 4. If you are hungry, it is blah 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 to cycle then to drive a car. Tadi sudah saya bilang kalau ada then-nya, menurut kami kalau ada then-nya itu termasuk komparatif, jadi itu ditambah er. Kan kata good, jadi bukan gooder tapi better. Okay, number 5. Riding a motorbike is the most interesting way to travel across a country. Kenapa kami milih most interesting? Itu sama dengan modelnya nomor 3, number 3, yaitu most comfortable. Most interesting ini memiliki interesting, and we think dia memiliki 4 suku kata, jadi itu lebih dari 1, maka itu menggunakan interesting saja, cuma ditambah most di belakang, ditambahkan most sebelum interesting. Kemudian number 6, many people buy monthly passes for public transport. it is more convenient than paying for every ride. Nah, ini adalah menurut kami itu adalah komparatif karena menggunakan than. Kalau lebih dari 4 suku katanya, maka itu hanya ditambahkan di belakangnya itu more. Oke, the last is walking is the best method of transport. Ini sama saja. Menurut kami tidak ada kata than-nya, maka ini termasuk superlatif dan keluhannya itu adalah good. Jadi kalau good itu kan pengecualian, bukan goodest, jadi maka itu hanyalah best. Okay, number 6. Choose the sentence in exercise 5 that you agree with the other sentence so that they are true for you, and press for emphasis if possible. We choose many people buy monthly pass for public transport. It is more convenient than paying for every ride. This change. Ini adalah perubahannya. Many people buy monthly passes for public transport. It is most convenient for every ride. Nah, kenapa kami ini kata most convenient? Kenapa kami memilih ini kata most convenient? Ya, karena sesuai tadi teks di bagian yang pertama itu dia mengatakan we can see by far the safest form transport is air transport and the most dangerous is using a motorbike. Nah, kalimat pertamanya itu safest, dia itu menggunakan superlatif, dan most dangerous ini juga superlatif. Jadi kalau superlatif di awalnya, maka di akhirnya juga superlatif. Nah, ini kalau yang pernyataan pertamanya itu many people buy monthly passes. Kalau kalimat pertamanya itu passes kan superlatif, sedangkan convenient then it's more convenient itu adalah komparatif. Kalau menurut kami ini bagusnya disamakan dengan kalimat yang kedua yang lalu itu. Bagusnya superlatif di awal, superlatif juga di akhir. Okay, the last number is number 7. Work with a partner and discuss your sentence. Give a reason for your opinions. Traveling by train is definitely better than driving. You can read or work on a train and you can enjoy the view. Nah, ini adalah jawaban kami. Traveling by train is definitely better than driving because we can read or work on a train and enjoy the view. Kenapa? Kan pertanyaannya itu memberikan alasan. Menurut kami kalau kita memberikan alasan itu kita menambahkan because. So kami add because di bagian sini. Okay, I think it's for me, and the next question is answered by Rahmadani.
Preparing to listening. Number 1. Complete the sentence with word from the box. New drivers often have little experience of the driving on the highway. In the last years, the number of vehicles hit by cars has increased. Many people drive cars to work because of the convenience of sitting comfortably in your own vehicle. Many accidents happen when drivers overtake other cars without checking their mirrors. My friend was injured when he fell off this motorbike. Drivers should always respect pedestrians on stop for them. I got a high-five fine for driving through a red light. It was over. Many cities have special bike lanes where you can still walk being near cars. Some dangers break the line while driving without a license. We can prevent accidents by driving within the speed limit. Number 2. Work with a partner and discuss the questions. The first question: what are some of the reasons that people cycle in a big city? Answer: to exercise, reduce congestions, and take your destination. The next question: what are the advantages of cycling to work? Answer: to avoid congestions on your way to work and reduce air pollution. The next question: what are some of the disadvantages? Answer: the drawback is getting drenched on overheating. While listening. Number 3. Listen to the first part of a group interview and think the reason why the speakers asked bicycle. Answer: it's exciting, it's fun, it's convenient, it's comfortable, it's a great exercise. Number 4. Listen again and answer the questions below. The first question: which two sentences are true? Answer: all three people cycle and Anna only cycle of the water is good. The next question: which two answers describe Eva's opinions about using buses? Answer: the bus is often late and devastated effect of the crowd on the bus. The next question: what two problems of riding a bicycle in the city does Lam mentions? Answer: there is not space for the cycles and cars drive on the bike lanes. The next question: which of the following does Anna mentions? Answer: she uses a bicycle for exercise, and some people use helmet camera when they ride in the city. Number 5. Listen to the next part of the interview and complete the notice. Suggestions to improve cycling in the city. 1. Make more bike lanes. 2. Make the lanes should be wider. 3. Separate the lanes from the road. 4. Police should use the police give heavy fines to drivers if they drive on a bike lane. Pause listening. Number 6. Listening again the second part of the group interview. Choose the expressions below that are used to introduce recommendations. Answer: I think it will be safe. It like it if, and they should. Number 7. Work with a partner. What will be done to improve your city? Take turn to propose some ideas. Answer: we think that will improve our cities was by repairing roads such as by separating lines of cars, bicycles, and pedestrians. Discussions. Number 8. Work in small groups and discuss your ideas together. Decide on the 3 proposals to accelerate cycling in your city. Answer: we think the things that drive people to cycling is: number 1. Cycling can make travel easier. Number 2. Cycling can reduce air pollution. And the last, cycling is also the color of sport.